Amid diplomatic row between India and Canada over Ottawa providing space to violent extremists and evidence on Nijjar assassination probe, a top US policy expert has taken a dig at the Trudeau government, saying that the Canadian crisis seems to arise whenever Prime Minister Justin Trudeau gets into political trouble. And looking at Canadian evidence and their accusations, we were in JFK conspiracy territory. Michael Rubin, a senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute and director of policy analysis at the Middle East Forum, said India has to stand up for itself, and the problem with Canada's accusations is the same as it was more than a year ago.
You know, this is one of the problems. First of all, one of the frustrations with Justin Trudeau is when he got himself in a corner, he tried to expose American intelligence. Now, when you, as a former consumer of American intelligence, Justin Trudeau's accusations didn't make sense. When the Americans know something ahead of time, we will forewarn the government of an impending assassination. Not just with our friends. We've actually done it with the Iranians before more than 2 decades ago. What happened in Canada, in Surrey, was that you had what essentially seemed to be a organized crime hit, a Sikh-on-Sikh gang violence episode. And the Americans, after the fact, said, you know, we have a lot of chatter on this. No smoking gun, but you can look through our chatter. Justin Trudeau, as the lightweight he is, said, oh, the Americans are giving us intelligence, with a nod and a wink. If the Americans are doing if this is coming from American intelligence, it has to be right. That's not the way intelligence works. Basically, if there was any evidence there, the Canadians would have known about it in advance. The fact that there was not intelligence there shows that Justin Trudeau is mischaracterizing what the United States said. And now what he's trying to do is try to get the United States government into a corner to try to defend him. Well, we're not going to do that. That's politicization of intelligence. And that's why the CIA would very much like the Five Eyes to become Four Eyes if Canada is going to play this sort of game. So that's one of the problems. You look at some of the other evidence. Again, it doesn't make sense. So the Canadians are saying that India is controlling the mafia. This is reminiscent of how JFK and John F. Kennedy conspiracy theorists said that the mafia and the CIA were working fist and glove with maybe even the Castro administration in order to kill John F. Kennedy. So that doesn't make sense. And then when you actually look at the nitty-gritty, well, if the mastermind of this is an Indian prison, that's another problem we have out there. The Canadians seem to be making an issue whenever Justin Trudeau is in hot political water, and enough is enough. I mean, there's the old parable about the boy who cried wolf. I mean, Justin Trudeau is crying wolf every day. If Canadians don't trust him, why should Indians or Americans?